and welcome to episode 46 of Trusty Hogs with me, Helen Bauer.
And me, Catherine Bohart.
We're both having breakdowns because it's the middle of the Edinburgh Fringe.
We're not well, we're not okay. Check in. All right. Well, this is our good, you know what, it's a nice change of pace because usually, honestly, we're too smug on this podcast, so it's nice that we are also falling apart.
Okay, you were going to
like
cry
our
a minute
listeners
ago.
whose problems we solve. See, we are you, you are we. What a delight to be here. We're loving Scotland. It's great. It's going to be a good day, Helen.
Welcome to Trusty Hogs.
Through the fog, step forth the trusty hogs. Yeah, you're gonna give them your problems and they will solve them, or maybe they won't, and that's your problem. They'll have guests and Andrew White on the tech. Oh, it's Helen and Catherine as the trusty hogs. Trust the trusty hogs, or maybe not.
No, we can do this. We can do this.
We can do it, I think.
Just 2 more weeks.
Oh, God. Why did you say that? I know, literally, so yesterday, so we're recording this on the Monday, it's coming out on Thursday, and we were like, oh my God, like it's halfway through because it was the Pleasance halfway through party last night.
Was it?
And then it was, I mean, I didn't go.
Okay,
Did anyone
good, because
go?
I'm like not invited to anything. I feel I gotta stop taking everything personally. People are like, I just had breakfast, and I'm like, without me? And it's like, just, it's fine. It's fine.
I had breakfast this morning without you.
You're a cunt. I haven't had breakfast yet. Go on.
I had Weetabix.
I love Weetabix.
It was
I'm
good.
allergic,
It was
I love
good.
them so much.
Oh yeah, wheat.
I love them so much. Cold milk, yes,
Yes.
please. Oh, divine.
Oh my
Not
God,
too
it's
much.
like you were
Not too
there.
much milk though.
It was a bit of a rush.
Okay.
I don't think I was like thinking.
Okay. How many bars?
2.
Good. Correct.
It would have
Or
been more, but the
biscuits,
bowls are a
as it
bit
were.
shocking. Anyway, what
How
was
many
I
would it
saying?
have been?
4.
No.
That's a good start to the day.
That's cement.
Because I'm not.
4.
Yeah, have your eating gone completely wrong at Fringe?
Yeah, I keep skipping meals and then absolutely binging because I haven't eaten in hours.
Right? So this is why I'm like, if I'm at home in the morning, I will have a proper big breakfast.
Yeah, fair.
So that I can ride through lunch if I need to.
Yeah, fair.
Because then I had a kebab before my show the other day and it was a tricky
Before your
performance.
show?
Yeah.
How long
That's
before?
crazy.
Like 45 minutes.
I thought I was rogue because once I had a milkshake before. That's absolutely insane.
I had a kebab and it came, so there's this new thing at the German doner kebab shops, you know, the chain in the UK,
Yeah.
where they do spring rolls with kebab meat in it. So it's like deep fried kebab meat. It's incredible.
At what juncture did you need to poo?
It hasn't happened yet and that's been about 4 days. The spring roll has absolutely clogged me up like no one's business. So I had that before my show, and
Then you did need 4 Weetabix. I get it now. You should probably
anything to get me moving.
you should probably have some roughage, actually. Some green, maybe some green.
Yes, I had some. I bought a pack of Rocket. That's so mad that you knew that.
Okay, something we can work on. And no, it's all fine, isn't it? I saw Tim Key last night. He's very good at comedy.
Very, very good.
My
That's such a
God,
good
that
show.
show's
Look,
funny.
Yeah.
we can talk about people who are thriving, or we can talk about you crying in the
No,
Christmas
he didn't
shop.
seem happy, but my God, he was funny. My God, he was funny. And also, fuck you. Look, I'm doing this thing for my mental health at the Fringe. Can you tell it's working? And yesterday I went to the year-end Christmas shop because I was fine. And I only teared up massively when they said, Happy Christmas.
Do you want to hold Helen's hand for a
No. Actually, speaking of, are we going to talk about it?
Talk about what?
You and your hands?
What did I do?
When you fully palmed me the other day?
We
were doing Gigless
I don't-
live.
Which, by the way, thank you so much for everyone to come in.
Oh my God, it was so fun,
I will
actually.
say,
Honestly,
I
my
have
favourite
been
night of the Fringe.
made aware that some of the choices that myself and Catherine made throughout the show.
Just you.
You were fine when we taking off my pants and waving them around like a flag.
Yeah, because that wasn't in front of people.
So I took my chub rub shorts off that had loads of holes in them, and I waved them like a flag, like Miss Heterosexuality, and
That
everyone
was
was happy.
fine.
And then I dropped my breast on someone's head.
Fully without.
Consent.
There it is.
But look, they're a patron. Duvet girls, shout out. Okay.
Yeah, she was actually, if anything, weirdly happy about it.
Loved it.
Loved
It was
it.
just
Really
that weird
odd,
thing about
actually.
the weight of my breast, which made the head go ding.
Yeah.
Like a little chink on the spine.
Yeah, I was worried for her spine. That's true. God, the table moved. But yeah, no. Oh my God.
Oh
You
my
almost
God.
flipped
This is
everything on
incredible.
the
See
table.
if you can hear Helen's boobs landing on the table on the
Everyone-
podcast.
I'll turn
Everybody
the
be quiet.
Mic down.
See if you can hear this. Imagine this on your head.
That is incredible.
Thud.
Do it.
Fuck you.
Okay, someone's got to watch that on YouTube because that is freaking hot, and
you.
please turn that into a GIF.
That's got to be a king.
That's
got to
GIF.
be a king.
That's
got to
GIF.
be a king. You got to be. I bet you could drop your boobs on things on OnlyFans and make some cash.
If anyone knows how I could monetize that, please let me know, because I've heard you said
I know.
OnlyFans.
I just told you how to monetize.
Yeah, but you
it.
have to put years and years into it.
No,
I
you can do
think you could do it in
instant
days.
success, yeah.
Yeah.
I like
think-
crush cans and stuff.
Oh God, people would love that shit.
Could you imagine if it ended up like don't fuck with cats? Like I'm just like dropping it on hamsters or something, and then it becomes like a worldwide manhunt to get
Why
me.
would your brain go there?
I don't know. I'm not
Why
doing
was that
very
the
well.
first thing you thought of? Oh my God.
Was it in
You're
the
not
extras?
allowed to babysit Pancake ever.
No, we spoke about the chihuahuas getting killed by me as
Yeah,
well.
it's not
I'm
going
in a
well.
bad place.
Yeah, that's the second time you've referenced potentially, accidentally, and then actually kind of on purpose killing an animal. So the thing that you did that I thought was bad before today was we were at Gigless.
Yes.
And Sunil was on stage and we were whispering to each other, and then you decided you were done with the conversation.
Yes.
So you took your hand, your
Yes.
sweaty palm,
Sweaty, yes.
which I'd watched you scratch your crotch with several
I
times.
took my clothes off with it.
Yeah, that you'd been walking around this venue and holding mics with. You're genuinely at this point wet. Clammy doesn't do it justice. Wet hand.
Yes, it was
and
wet.
pressed it against my mouth.
You know when you're done talking,
And-
so it's just, you can't be like shush, 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 because someone's on stage and you should be respectful. So I face palmed her
Yes.
with
and
her mouth open.
honestly, it touched my gums. I didn't like it. I hated it. But faster than I could hate it, you realized I would hate it. And your whole face changed. You were like, oh. It was like, and you were like, and then she went to me as if it was enough of an apology. Helen goes, we talk about it on poddy. And then you're not even ready with the apology for the poddy.
Okay, here it is. I'm sorry I face palmed you. I'm sorry you were talking whilst one of our acts were on stage. And
I was responding to you.
what did I say?
He wants to fuck me.
No, I didn't.
Something like that.
Still not happening with me and Snell.
That's mad to me.
I know, it's really sad. Like he is messaging a lot, being like, I'm at this cafe, do you want to have a coffee? But it's like it's an
That's
open
cute.
invite to all of our group.
Oh,
It's
that's
not just for
great.
me.
That's not great.
And then I arrive and he's like, oh, here she comes, here it comes. Like it's not very welcoming. I feel like he's my dad at this point.
Oh.
Like that same level,
That level
of,
of
sort of
rejection?
like, yeah. My dad rejected me the other day.
Why?
And I tell you this.
Did you walk in and say, am I sexy? That's a call forward. I apologize.
That is a really
That's
good
not
call
gonna
forward
work.
for the
That's
rest
not
of the
going to work.
episode. I will tell you this, and then we'll invite on Mary Beth Barone to try and get good vibes
Oh,
going
she's
again.
a good comic.
So
oh, God, she's good.
I am doing some gigs in Oslo in September.
Nice. In Latter?
Yes, in Latter.
Oh
Are
my
you
God.
going?
No, I've done it. It's so good.
Oh,
It's so good. Those
I'm
gigs
going
are
with
gorgeous.
someone.
Norwegians are so hot. And also, by the way, they're like not even unaware of it. So like, I remember being like, because obviously compared to you, we're trolls. And they'd be like, yes. And
You
you're
are
like,
an unattractive nation.
Wow, they're so hot. And they'd
They are
just be like,
gorgeous.
yes, we are much more attractive than you. Also, it's just a gorgeous city. I have
Is
so many
it?
tips for you. You're going to have the best time.
Beautiful.
Well, I invited my dad. I was like, do you want to come hang out with me at the end of this trip? Like, come to
Aw.
Norway for like 3 days. Because it's like, it was his 70th and I missed it. Like, we are
That's
taking him
nice.
on a trip, which he now knows. We're going on like a sleeper train to Penzance, blah, blah. But like, was like, come join me. It'll be really, really nice. And then I hadn't, you know, when like people, you haven't messaged them about it like recently.
Yeah.
And he messaged again being like, are we doing that? Because if not, my girlfriend's invited me to Poland. And I was like, just go to Poland.
For
like,
fuck's
fuck it.
sake.
I'm not competing. It
It is nice. If it's the gig I'm thinking, they give you a 2-bed flat. I brought Karen with
Oh my
me.
God.
It was amazing.
Booked by Katie.
Oh, no. It was booked by a drag queen at that time.
Okay, so it's shifted hands.
But if they're giving, are they giving you a flat?
They're giving me accommodation and flights, but I don't know what the
I'm
details
fairly
are.
sure it has a. You should find out.
I'm just excited to
Where
go.
were you going to put your dad if it wasn't in the other bedroom?
No, I said to him to come out on the Sunday because the last show's on the Saturday, so we could have like 3
you
days.
get your own accommodation.
Yeah,
Okay,
like
okay.
booking like a hotel, but like
cute.
have like 3 days of
Make
bonding.
it properly romantic. That's nice.
Me and Michael
Yeah.
getting to know each other. What's my middle name, Dad? I don't know. Why should you?
Oh my God.
Why should you?
And on that note, it's time for Mary Beth Barone. Now, we both seen her show. She's an excellent comedian.
Incredible.
I don't think I was cool when she was here. Was hoping for more support on that. I think
I don't
that's
know what you
fair.
want me to say. I'm very chill. So
She's stunning. And like obviously she's funny and brilliant at her job. It is hard to ignore how beautiful she is. Was that just me?
I feel like it's objectification at this point.
I do agree, but I think that Mary Beth Barone would understand. And maybe
110%.
even think it was like supporting the girlies.
110%.
She's a very good guest. She
So
really
funny.
pitted us against each other and I loved it.
It's nice when someone does take a clear side, so that we're
and
not
then
having
swap
to.
sides.
Yeah, that was a dramatic twist. I didn't see coming.
Listen, we hope you'll love her. We do her shows on at the Pleasance. It's called Silly,
Silly
Little
Little
Girl.
Girl.
And it's so good. Here's us talking to Mary Beth Barone.
Enjoy.
Enjoy. You guys, we've got 2 new producers. Thank you to everyone. Thank you to Richard Bicknell, Elle, Richard Bold, Neil Redmond, Victoria Hutchison, Emma Walton, Karen and David Bull, Harald van Dijk, Kierah Leach, Tim and Dom, David Walker, Rachel R, Anthony Conway, Sadie Cashmore, Claire Owen-Jones, Jess and Nick, Zoe, Joe Holmes, Sarah and Molly, Alex Pugh, Josie W, Amy, Raia or Raia? Raia Fink. Let us know how we're saying your
Either
name.
way,
We're
I'm
thrilled
in
to
love
have you
with it.
here. And Cordelia Lean. You guys, so exciting.
Wait, we've got
Thank
a
you
patron
so
called
much.
Cordelia?
Yeah, we're cool now.
I'm dying. I'm
Buffy
dying.
icon. This is so exciting. Also, thank you to our executive producers, Guy Goodman, Simon Moores, Janinna Bautista, Mary Fox, Annie Tonner, Sarah, Jarque-Deakin, and Oliver Jago.
Thank you all so
God
much.
damn, we're lucky. Thank you so much. Hey, if you're not a producer yet, what you waiting for, kiddos? There's so many benefits. And thank you for supporting us on Patreon.
We appreciate you. Wait, have people been slagging us off?
Yeah, they said they're not real podcasters.
I will fucking cut a bitch.
Yeah.
No, that's true. Though, to be
Who?
fair, we are women.
I can't say on the record. If I say you have to bleep their names.
Beep. Was it Yanis? Was it Artek?
Deanna.
It was
Oh my
Yanis,
God,
yes,
I'm
that
so
makes
done with
sense.
this
That
shit.
makes sense.
So yesterday he was like,
Helen,
your voice is worse than it was yesterday.
Helen, we absolutely have to start by introducing Mary Beth,
I know.
please.
I have started by introducing Mary
Yeah,
Beth.
what have you said?
Welcome to episode 46 with Mary Beth Barone.
Hi, Mary Beth Barone. Hi, welcome. How are you?
Good, just drinking some water.
Nice.
Feeling like I need more water.
Here's the thing. You're an American comic at the Edinburgh Fringe, a very niche specialism. How are you finding it?
You know what? It's been, you know how they say life is a highway? Really feels like that. It
That
feels
is
like that.
the most American way we
Life
could
is a
have started.
highway, and I'm
I've got
going to ride it all night long.
Yes. From that
Wow.
episode of The Office.
Well, I think of it as I think it's from Cheaper by the Dozen, but yeah.
I would know it if it was
I
cheaper by
don't
the
think it's from
dozen.
either, to be honest. I don't think that's
Cheaper
the
by the
Do we have a
dozen is
fact
incredible.
checker on the pod?
Yeah, we do.
Are you
Andrew and
professional
Em.
podcasters or not?
No, we have a fact checker. Andrew's on it. Don't you worry.
Just to clarify, what am I fact checking?
Life is a highway.
Is that in the movie Cheaper by the Dozen?
I'm gonna ride it all night long.
What's the origin story of that?
It
Is
is
that a-
in the 2003 Cheaper by the Dozen, yes.
Whoa, she's
Okay,
good.
I would like to
she's
take that
good.
back. I'm a
Believe
moron.
women. Believe women. it might also be in The Office, though.
I'm also a woman,
Yeah, but come on.
so believe her
But
too.
Mary Beth's more of a
Women
woman.
against women is like a thing, too, you know? It's
Yeah,
like,
Really?
Yeah, well, in the US it is.
I guess that
I
makes
thought we
sense.
were all supposed to be like best friends and play each
Oh,
other's
I went to
hair.
an all-girls school. You clearly did not.
No, I didn't.
What are you talking about? That's
Co-ed,
crazy.
baby.
Nice.
It was just
Nice.
us being like, you want to go out with her, but she's disgusting and she's always on her period. Just like spreading rumors.
So that's
so you
very
do know it.
anti-women.
Yeah, you
in
get
a lot of
it.
ways.
Well, we're all sluts and whores, okay? We're all stupid sluts and
I
whores.
think that was the opposite example. Harry, what's your favorite thing about Edinburgh?
I love that you can look at a building from like the 1600s and then right next to it is the TK Maxx.
Nice.
I think it's like, it's so complex, it's layered and dynamic.
You're right. You're
And
so
also
right.
the people are really nice. Like I have a thing that I've spoken about publicly before. Baristas are really mean to me in most cities. And I find here everyone's just really nice.
Why do you think that is?
I think it's because of how my face looks. And
You mean
so-
beautiful?
No, I think just like sourpuss.
Yeah, are you
vibes.
sure it's not because you're so beautiful?
No, I think people are like she's a bitch and we're just going to go with that theory.
I gotta say, as a barista for many years, I would have been vile to you. And I don't like what I would have been. I don't know why, but I have a feeling.
I need the psychology.
Okay, do you want me to tell
Explain
you why?
yourself.
Yeah.
It's because she's hot.
It is because you're hot. It's also because I think that I would assume that you were on your way to a modelling shoot. So I would assume that you need me to do it fast. And because of that, I would go so slow.
You cannot assume things about people's
And
lives.
I fucking can and I will. And then because of that, I would make it with my mouth wide open, just just to try and freak you out. And then I'd say, have a nice day.
Okay.
Well, I guess that's what's been happening.
From now when I order, I'm just going to say, just so you know, I'll have an iced latte with oat milk. I'm not on my way to a modeling shoot, so just take your time.
Yeah, that'll make them like you better.
That will endear them. It will endear them to you. I do that and they love it. Like,
Well, you have to. I guess you have to specify. They have hard days. I do feel that you know what? If people in the service industry, if they're being mean to me, makes their day better, then that's actually a gift I'm giving them, and it's actually fine.
That is a kindness. That is a kindness. I don't feel that way, actually, at all. I feel like if I'm in a coffee shop, I'm probably on the verge of tears. So let's all be nice to Catherine.
Yeah, what's happening? You cried at the Christmas tree shop or something?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you not crying all the time at the Fringe?
I cried last week, but I was actually I cried at the flick. I cried
Oh,
because
no.
Diane Chorley's song was so moving
Yeah.
that I just could. I was
Okay,
brought
so
to-
you do
I
understand.
was brought to tears. And
What
that
was
was
she
the
singing?
night. That was the night where I said, I understand the Fringe now. That was the turning point for me last week.
it's Milky. It's when you look in Milky's eyes
It's
with
just-
Diane Chorley, it just hurts.
Yeah.
And the songs are like so like I don't know. It was the one about I think being a queen or something like
She's
about
profound.
people who are like in communities where they're not accepted. I mean, my God, I'm.
Is that how you feel in Scotland?
Yes.
Oh, I'm
I said
so
that
sorry.
speaks to me. No, everyone's been so nice. Also, I feel like I've done some festivals in the States, and the hang is a lot more fun here.
Oh my God, I'm really glad you said that. What do you mean? Okay, so I don't know if I've mentioned it. I went to Montreal, guys. And the hang there is largely people handing out their own business cards in the foyer of a hotel.
Well, it's
It
much
is
more
horrific.
industry. It's much more industry, and I feel like here it's just comedians. Like we're all working hard, and we just want to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we want to just sort of like not be with the industry. Because like up in Edinburgh, like the whole vibe is that they are judging you and they are picking who's going to be successful over the next year. We try and ignore that's fact, but it is. It's just such a big part of it. So it's like, why do we want to hang out with you when you are consistently judging us at all times?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't know. They don't know what we're going through, which is, like you said, volunteering to come
To an
here
arts
and do
festival.
work for 30 days straight, which is so cool.
But you also did the ping pong
I did the ping pong.
with
Yeah,
Patty.
congratulations
I did,
on
and
getting to the
we
final.
came in second.
Oh
which-
my gosh, well done. Are you a sporty girl?
No,
No.
it's so
Really?
random. I had a ping pong table growing up, so I'm decent at ping pong. I will say, everyone kept being like, "You're so good at ping pong." I'm like, no, everyone else is just really bad.
I
Oh my
was
God,
also in that
it
tournament.
Sounds like you hustled them. Like, oh, did I mention I have a ping pong
sad.
table at home?
I'm not fucking mad. I
Was
just think it
Helen
was
mad?
bitchy.
Were
Do
you
you know what I
mad?
mean? No, I was really fucking good. So Neil Patel wasn't doing fucking
No,
anything.
it's hard with the doubles because if there's one person that's like decent and one person is
Good.
terrible,
Yeah, there we go.
then you really are gonna lose.
Wait, so who would you say was good on Helen's team?
You were good.
I was really good.
Brittany was great. They put up a great
Yeah.
fight.
Oh yes, the
and
sketch
then
shit.
David and
Lou.
Lou ultimately won.
Oh my God,
But
of
my
course
first
they did.
round
They're
was
sporty
against
people.
David and Lou, who were the ultimate winners. So I'm saying, like, I also came
Well,
second.
the first week I did it. I did it against Christopher Bliss.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Nice.
like Olympic level.
Shut up.
Yeah, it was
No way.
really, really hard.
This is what they don't tell you, is that there is a group of them who break into a school, and they did this every week throughout lockdown.
What?
They break into a school,
Who did?
and I will tell you afterwards who they are, because one of them works at a school, and through lockdown they broke into it and played ping pong in the main hall.
what the hell?
And they were just
Consistently.
training for the comedy ping pong.
This is what it is. They have been training. This is including Ray, who hosts it. Ray also plays consistently in Surrey Quays in a sports shop there.
What the hell?
And he invites people to come and meet up with him and play. Like, they are doing this
You got
year round.
scammed.
I did get scammed, and I was embarrassed. But you know what?
You shouldn't be. Then
I
you
will
came
say,
second.
and
No, it was embarrassing. It was
Losing
embarrassing.
losing early was kind of nice because I could go home.
Yeah, that is nice.
That's what we did.
Yeah.
Me and
Who
Snail
are
sort of
you-
sculled away.
Who are you staying with? Are you staying with other comics?
No, I'm just by myself.
Oh my God, she's smart.
Yeah.
She's smart.
I knew I needed somewhere that was just quiet.
Yeah, that's fair. That is completely fair.
We
How
were
is your...
6 others.
What?
6 other comedians.
No.
No, I know.
No, I
That's
am.
not legal.
Okay,
I know,
that
right?
You're in a
both
model
saying that.
apartment. You
What's
remember
that?
the model apartment
It's
phenomenon?
America's Next Top Model.
Yeah.
Yes!
100%. 100%. We've all got eating disorders, and if we don't, then you got to get one because it's in fashion.
You better get one.
Loads
You
of
better.
anorexics and one bulimic is going to get chucked out in season 4. Do you know what I mean?
Well, you tell us. You're in the house.
I'm loving it so much. It's a lot of
It's
secret eating in
terrible.
our rooms and pretending that there's no rappers in the bin.
Yeah. It sounds really healthy.
I'm thriving.
That sounds good. We both saw your show. It's amazing.
Thank you.
It's so good.
It's fucking
my
incredible.
favorite pigeon joke of the Fringe.
pigeon joke.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
Opening
Which one?
in the chimney.
Oh, my.
Guys, is no
Even I was like, what the fuck is Catherine talking
it's
about?
birds in the chimney.
Oh, I made a pigeon in my head.
But I
I'm
love
so
that you-
sorry. I
love
made
that
it
you
very
added-
specific
I
in my
love that
head.
you added a creative spin.
I'm so sorry.
No, that is my litmus test for the show. If people don't laugh at birds in the chimney, then I know it's going to be a really hard hour.
That's fair.
Which is
It's
horrendous
such a good
because that
joke.
is within 2
it's
minutes.
the first 2 minutes. But I've noticed that if people don't laugh at that, the crowd just like does not want to be there. And that's okay because you have to have challenging crowds here at the Fringe sometimes.
I'd be
Yeah,
interested
it
to
makes
see
you a better
that
person.
challenging crowd because when I saw it, it was just
you
like
were there on a good night.
it was. But I can't see how it couldn't be that fire.
I want to say the first Friday that I was here was arguably, no, not even arguably. It was downright the worst show I've ever had.
No.
Yeah.
Because did you feel it was you or did you feel it was them or a bit of both?
Maybe it was both. I mean, the show definitely was still being tweaked. And so now I think the version you saw is like the final version, which
should
is
be.
good. But I was like, that night I came home and I was like, maybe I will just cancel my run.
No.
Yeah.
You've got to question
But
it
like
at
I
least
said, it's a
once.
highway. You know, it's like there's curves, there's twist turns. Sometimes you have to get off at an exit. But I stayed.
Have a little sit at a service station, have a think
Have
about
a
your life.
panini.
I had
and
one
then
the other
start
day
again.
that was like that. Just sort of
Really?
like I just could not get the atmosphere going. It was weird from the moment I walked on stage.
See, now I can't imagine that just based on your energy. And
It was
I
weird.
will see both
It's an
your shows. I'm
insistent
excited.
energy. It's an
But I
insistent
can't
energy.
imagine your show not being just like so like popping and high
No,
energy.
no one can because it's like when you're just sort of like you can hear the audience. And you're like, oh, they don't sound quite right. So I was like, okay, well, we'll see what happens. And then the front of house staff were like, well, there's 10 people missing. We've bought tickets, and it's like, well, it's so hot in there. We've got to start. I can't leave these
Yeah,
people sitting.
that's
Just
the
like
thing.
let them all in together. But instead, they came in 1s and 2s. So I had like 5
God.
false starts.
Yeah.
Someone's phone went off, and I was like, oh,
No.
give that here. Better not be important. He went, it's my heart surgeon, and I was like, I'll kill myself.
And
I will kill myself.
What accent was that?
That was Scottish.
How are we supposed to know that? How would we
It
possibly
was
know?
my heart surgeon.
Oh my God.
Heart surgeon.
Everything.
I actually got that.
That's Devon
it was
if it's
Scottish.
anything. What is that? That's like
Well, it was my heart surgeon.
well, you remember it at Patty Power. You were
Yeah.
there when the guy stood up during my set.
what? In Ireland?
Oh my god,
Yeah,
I
this
was.
guy- this guy
was my
stands up in the
favorite
middle of my
audience
set. Hang on
Hang on a
interaction.
second. Sorry, we're talking about a festival in Ireland, so I'm already ashamed if anyone was anything other than nice to you.
No.
Oh, no.
It was lovely, but someone
Okay.
stood up in the middle of my set in the second row. He's just standing there.
In like 1,000-seater.
And I go, are you okay? Are you okay? He's like, yeah, I'm just looking for something in my pocket. And I was like, okay.
Are you joking?
But then I go, what is it? A vape pen? He's like, it's actually my diabetes needles.
No.
So then I was like, okay, well, obviously I now have to suck you off after this.
Yeah,
So
yes, that's the only
come
fair way to
find
deal
me.
with it.
But it was so I mean, standing up
mad.
to do that is crazy because obviously you're going to draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you need your diabetes needles, you need your diabetes needles.
But he was standing up for it was a good 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Like
No,
you allowed
I
him the
wasn't
time
gonna
to
make a
quickly
big-
find something and sit down.
Right. And he was really futzing around. So, it had to be addressed. Elephant
Futzing.
in
We
the
don't
room.
say futzing enough in this country.
What's
It's in New York.
Futzing.
Like when you're futzing around, like if you're looking for like your chapstick in your bag.
Like faffing.
Faffing.
yeah.
Oh, faffing.
Yeah.
With like a
totally.
Jewish twist.
Futzing.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's
We
I'm
also
gonna
fun.
start
we
using
make
it.
up words sometimes, and that's okay.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I
you
liked
can use
it.
that whenever.
What have you found about the Fringe that you didn't expect?
I didn't expect that I would want to hang out with comedians, to be honest. And that's not. Yeah, it's really fun. Well, there's so many fun like girlies here.
Yeah,
and
Yeah, we've got a
really
great group of
nice.
babes. The female
It's so
comics in the UK
nice.
are like legendary.
It's really different vibes than the States. And obviously I have great friends there too, but especially now a lot of people have moved to LA. So I feel like when I go to shows now, there's also so many new comics in the States. So I'm really like going to my shows and leaving. And it feels like after this show, every night I want to like see people and hang out and
That's
decompress. And so that's just been surprising.
I don't think that British comics could be as competitive as American ones if they tried.
That's a great thing because it's like this sort of toxic thing and it's not as good for camaraderie, I would say.
Can I tell you what I think it is? I think you're too good looking. And I think it's a problem. I don't think clowns are meant to be hot. No offense.
No, I
No,
think
and she
you're
says
right.
this to me all the time. It's
No,
like
I
two
just
thick
think
clowns.
it's too many thin,
exhausting.
hot people telling jokes.
Yeah, I
makes people
know.
think that there should be a hierarchy because those people have come from a hierarchy, namely school. Whereas everyone who's in British comedy was clearly bullied at school.
Apart from me, I thrived.
Well, it sounds like you did.
I was like a head cheerleader.
Following the girls.
Yeah. Put myself on top of the pyramid. I broke a lot of dumb
Head
sluts.
cheerleader, is that you encouraged other people while they got head? Is that basically?
Yeah.
I hope to have this one day. The point is, we're clearly the cast-offs, I think.
I disagree. I would argue there's lots of hot people in the UK comedy
Agreed.
But in a cute, quirky way, not in an overt, I would notice that in the street kind of a way.
I
Don't lie to us,
disagree.
Mary Beth.
I
Don't lie to
disagree.
us.
I
And
think
so
there's a load of hotties
don't
and there's
make me
also a
name
load of
names.
hogs in America as well. I don't know why
But
we're
here's
sort
the
of like
thing.
discounting
well,
this.
first of all, yes, tons of hogs, as you say.
Yeah.
But I also think it's like, I don't know, with comedians, at least the way I look at them, there's like comedy goggles. Because when you're funny, then obviously you're much hotter. So I
Agreed.
think
I guess that's
hard.
fair.
It's hard
I
for
guess
people
that's
to
Also, you're
discern.
basing this off like comedy, but you've got to look at the country as a whole, right? So there's certain American shows, if you watch them, you're like, oh my God, everyone in America is crazy hot. Same as
Yeah.
in Britain. But I'm watching like, what's the one where they're couponing queens and they run around the aisles and they've got to like get everything for as cheap as possible.
Supermarket sweep?
There we go. They're fucking disgusting on that.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, that checks
Absolute,
out.
like, dregs of the
I didn't
earth.
even know that was still on.
Okay, it is. And then there's like the 100,000 sisters,
You
Amy and
gotta stop
Tammy.
watching
They're
it.
hot, but
you
it's
have
just
to stop watching it.
I love American fat people shows. You guys do them so much better there than we do here.
Isn't it just like exploitative?
Yeah, but it's funny. Okay, because the ones in the UK are really sad. They're like, he got alcoholism and then he gained all this weight. In America, it's like, I don't know why I've always got
They're
chips
like,
on
no,
me.
I eat couch cushions.
Yes!
That's how they gain the weight, because they eat couch cushions.
There's like whole shows in America about women who just eat bricks.
Yeah.
Because they're like, I don't know what else to do. I like the crunch.
America
It's so good.
is crumbling. Yeah. It's
Sure.
crumbling
Because
from
they're
the
eating
middle.
the bricks.
It's crumbling. Literally. We don't have infrastructure. We can't build roads. People are eating the pavement.
No, you've got roads. You got
We
that
have some.
66 one?
We have some of them. Yeah.
That
We
route-
have
did you
too
say
many
that's
roads.
66 one?
Yeah, there's
Route-
one
Route
that's like
66.
Yeah, it goes like through the country or something.
Yes, they have that one whole
Famously.
road.
Yeah, but it's
Famously,
long.
we
It's
have the
long.
one.
It's long.
It's pretty long. Yeah. Our highways definitely, they make points. We have a lot less roundabouts though.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Should we just list the differences?
Yeah.
I say trousers, you say pants.
I say French fries, you say chill.
Do I?
I
do.
don't know.
I
You
do.
do
I
say.
do. I do.
They do. What do you say for? We say crisps. You say chips.
We say chips, yeah.
I knew that one already, everyone.
But then the katsu fry truck at the Fringe, the Pleasance Courtyard, says fries. So you guys need to sort of like come together.
A
on that.
consistency.
You need to figure out pick a side. I would
Well,
say.
here they say fries for skinny fries, and then chips for thicker chips.
Also, language is
understand?
constantly evolving and
It
changing.
is
As
so
comedians,
true.
we really have to be on top of
I
that.
agree.
Also,
And I
this from
think
a
we have
woman
to
who says futzing. We can't really take your judgment. You understand?
Well, yeah.
I now
understand.
say
my
futzing
credibility
too.
is shot.
The thing is, we're just models, so we don't know what we're doing.
Well, we don't
okay?
have to be smart.
We need to speak about this. So, in your show, you talk about being, let's face it, a child model.
Well, attempting.
It is so funny. It's
I'm
incredible.
going to find
I
a
was
photo of me to
screaming.
show
It's a
you
little
while you guys
disturbing,
chat.
yeah. I mean, I think just the show is a lot about just how like being a child in the 90s rotted my brain.
Yeah.
And that is now
It's very
just a part of
relatable.
who I am. But I think seeing some of the content that you see in the show, I actually hadn't seen in many, many years until the pandemic, because I went home and stayed with my parents for a while. So some
course.
things were unearthed in that sort of time.
You're lucky that your mom kept all of that footage, or your dad. My mother taped Judge Judy over all of my
Everything?
childhood.
Oh,
yeah.
not Judge Judy.
Oh yeah, Judge Judy over everything. I I like Judith
That is
Chandler.
awful.
Judith Chandler means more to my mother than any of my birthday parties. Let me just tell you.
So I don't have any birthday parties, but I do have this, which I really want to show you.
Okay.
So my mum ran an illegal drama school from my living room when I was younger. It was in my first
Wait,
show,
that's
so just to
sick.
overview it, it was called the
cool.
Anne Bauer School of Drama. She did it for extra money. She wasn't trained.
amazing.
It was definitely not okay. But myself, my brother and sister weren't in it. They got kicked out because they didn't have the performance chops I did. But other kids would come over, give her £7, and then she'd teach them how to improv. It was incredible.
Kids doing improv sounds inherently very fun to me.
So then when I turned 10, my mum's best friend who ran a foster agency, God bless you. My mum's friend who ran a foster agency needed kids to act out in tapes of kids who were being fostered in like scenarios so that prospective parents could be like, what would I do in this situation?
What?
Okay. I was in these videos.
Oh my God, your first acting job.
I will post these on my Instagram when this comes out on Thursday. This is one of me playing a young girl walking into a room. And here we go.
a spin. What?
What?
The foster parents
I am
needed
10 years old.
They needed to be tested on whether or not how you should react to a kid saying, "Do you think I'm sexy?"
And then it goes
That's the
like-
question.
So I march in
Tell
the
me you went
tiniest
off
little
script.
miniskirt. My mum was directing it and she was like, more whorish, darling. And I was like, okay. I come in this tiny little tight dress. Do you think I'm sexy? And then it goes like scenario 39. And then the parents are supposed to discuss what they would do if they adopted a 10-year-old who was asking, do you think I'm sexy?
Did that come up a lot?
Yeah.
Was that a...
Wait for the foster agency to blame the children. Like, you know how it keeps happening that the kids walk in and are like, you think I'm sexy, right? And that's the problem? What
No,
is
they were
going
getting
on?
calls from the parents. They were like, so our kids keep coming in and they're just sort of like slutty and they keep asking if they're sexy and we don't know what to do. We're
the
not
hell?
prepared.
Yeah, we don't want to knock their confidence, but equally it is insane. What's happening?
But the best is there's other ones of me like being like, quickly, he's got a knife and he's gonna kill you. Like stuff like that. And the best one is clearly it must have been at the end of the day of filming. My dad had come back from work at the sewage plant and my dad is very autistic, does not want to have anything to do with any of this drama shit. They are divorced. He fucking saw that come in. And he has to sit in a chair with a newspaper whilst me and my little sister are in pajamas going, kiss me goodnight. My daddy always kisses me goodnight. And he's just there going, I'll kill myself. I'm leaving this fucking bitch. It is insane.
Why were the kids why were they so like
Sexually needy.
Yeah.
I think that I was just cast in that role by my mother, like as a very needy child.
Right. But I'm wondering, are the kids okay?
The rest
I
of
think
them,
we're
the
all
Anne Bauer
wondering
School
that,
of
Mary
Drama.
Beth. Thank
No,
you for
the
asking.
kids that were being fostered.
Yeah.
were-
Are they-
No, God, no.
Not okay.
No.
Not okay.
Do you want to have a moment of
Harrowing
silence on that?
Maybe.
I genuinely, okay, you know what?
Jesus
This
Christ.
is how out of loop of society I am. I genuinely thought we'd watch that and be like,
No, well, it is.
what a mad fun thing.
It is. Well, but it is. But it's also like, holy shit. You know what I mean? That's insane. It's insane.
Didn't think for a second we'd be perturbed.
I think you thought it was funny.
It is funny. It's insane. And that's, it's just, they can be both. They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, we can be concerned and bemused.
Yeah.
Did you not think I was
year-
sexy?
What year was that? I'm not answering, but what year was that?
It was 10, so it would have been like 2000, like around 9/11.
Oh, like Mary Beth.
We're the same age, I think.
Oh, like Mary Beth, I'm happy to answer. No, I did not find you as a child sexy. Why go neutral on that, Mary
That's
Beth?
true.
Why?
No, you're so right. I actually didn't want to acknowledge the question.
Yeah, fair. Okay, I do accept that.
Because it should go without saying. But you know what? But I also think you're very sexy now.
Thank you.
Is that okay
I
to
don't find
say?
you
That's
remotely
okay.
sexy
I'm
now.
a very fuckable baby.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh.
You know what?
Sip
Should we all
my
have a sip
mug.
of water?
I'm gonna
I'll have a
sip
sip
my
of
mug.
water too.
How's your fringe, Catherine?
Good. Really good. Really good.
Everything's going fine, thank you. I'm having a lovely time. Good topic change. I am quite envious of Helen's. Helen is getting eaten out whenever she wants to be.
Yeah, I sort of overheard, and this isn't to spoil for the Patreon listeners, but I heard that you had.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Helen has a
With
beautiful
who?
system where she can like order it in, like
There's
deliver
a guy
it.
who I used to date a couple of years ago, and then he moved up to Edinburgh. And like we're both still single, so it's just sort of like it's like a Deliveroo service.
And you're single, but you're not getting eaten out at the moment.
Thank you for that harrowing reminder.
But I
Full eye
have
contact.
offered.
Just to be clear, no one wants your
I want
puss.
everyone listening to know where everyone's at.
And you're dating a very beautiful British man.
It's cool.
I know it doesn't sound possible, but it is.
No, I know what people are thinking when I say I have a British boyfriend, but he is hot.
Yeah, his
They
teeth are
make him
nice.
hot.
His
Did you
teeth
know
are
that?
nice.
They make him hot.
Yeah.
He is a fit one, isn't he?
He's fit. He's great. He's not here with me at the moment, but he's coming next weekend.
Is he nice
Is
to you?
he?
He's so nice to me. It's
Good.
insane.
Good.
Never thought I'd find someone, but here I am.
Why? You're
Do you
so
guys-
young.
I'm 31, and I was single for almost 6 years,
We're
and
the
I was
same
not looking
age.
for. And I was like,
Wow.
I think I'm just gonna be good on my own.
Can I just tell you that one of my favorite jokes in your show is when you talk about being ghosted by a fedora wearing lesbian in her 40s.
Yeah.
It makes me scream.
It was really hard when that happened to me.
Did it actually happen?
Yeah, she was 41.
What age were you?
I think I was 28, which I mean, it was totally fine and appropriate, but it was just like,
But also
you
fuck
never
her.
see that coming.
No.
When you see a fedora wearing lesbian, you just think, well, that's a safe space.
Yeah, she needs me.
But it's not.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Did you meet at like Dinah Shore?
We met at the Cubby Hole.
What's that?
The Cubby Hole is one of the only like lesbian bars in America. There's like not that many lesbian bars. And it was saved by the community during COVID.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my! Is it in
What
New
does
York?
the cubby hole stand
in New
for?
York.
Though?
That I don't know. I mean, I guess it's
That's the
probably
vagina, right?
I think we can
a
all
double
guess.
entendre or something.
It's very clever.
Very
Innuendo.
smart.
But that night I was playing wing woman to my friend who is best friend. No, so my friend hooked up with the lesbian's best friend, and then now they're still dating. So it was
Oh, what a
That's
happy tale that
nice.
links you to that other person forever.
Yeah.
How nice.
Yeah.
I love when that happens. That's good.
Well, I feel like your life is thriving. Catherine is thriving in her own way by pulling
Well,
on
your
her
shows
plat.
aren't your shows sold out? Like,
Yeah.
isn't everything going well?
yeah, well, we were talking about this, like, absolutely, yes, I feel very lucky, and it's so nice that people are buying tickets to the show.
Okay. Full stop.
The Fringe is hard.
Oh my God, no, it's so hard. I'm like sick. Can you hear my nose?
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
actually
yeah.
actively ill.
Yeah, and also I feel this weird thing, like a bit like at school, where I'm trying to be a good nerdy student who's like in bed early and does her homework and all that jazz, but then I somehow feel like personally attacked when other people go out and I didn't go, even though I could have gone and was invited, and I'm
I've
like,
had that the
why are
last
you
2
leaving me
nights,
out?
so, yeah.
Which is so pathetic and childlike.
No,
And
I think it's, well, I don't go out that much generally, especially not after shows, because I just want to like go home and go to bed. But I think being here, I've sort of like given myself permission to just like run myself into the ground, because I don't want to look back and be like, oh, I wish I went out those couple of nights.
Maybe
but
I
I'm not
should.
drinking every night I go out. Some nights I'm just drinking water.
Okay,
Also,
that's
Catherine,
smart.
remember, like, is this your first time at the Fringe, right? This is like our 4th, 5th rodeo. Like, it's not like it's
I think
like
by then I'll be going to bed.
yeah, demoralized. Good.
also
And
good.
that too.
Inherently, our shows end earlier, right? So like
That's the problem.
when you're out and like all adrenaline and ready to party,
It's
like
6
people
p.m.
are waiting for their show to
It's
start.
6 p.m. That's the other problem. I can't stay out till 5 a.m. because my show's at 3.
Your show's at 3?
3:20.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah.
great. Well,
It's the
that's
crack
good
of
for
dawn
me.
at the Fringe.
It's good for me.
Crack of dawn.
Going next week.
The American comics who come here often do incredibly well or have a breakdown. Which one do you
Yeah.
think you'll be?
Thank you for asking, because no one's asked me that yet, and I feel
know.
like it's time we talk about it.
I hope you get a Netflix special.
You know, I hope when I leave here, my show is the best it's ever been, and I think it will be.
I think it will be too. Isn't it like boot camp?
Yeah, and it's there's things that I knew I needed to change coming in that I just didn't. I wasn't doing it consistently enough to be like, okay, I actually need to tweak this right now, and I need to write a joke for it and replace it today.
Yeah.
So it's been really good to just like be able to put those changes in action really quickly.
I agree.
Yeah,
My
that's
show is
true.
now settling to where it should be. Like
Yeah.
the day Catherine came on my second day, and I got so distracted I did an Irish accent for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was 15.
15.
It was
Okay.
15.
It was bad. It was
I think the
bad.
problem was what you said, not even the accent you said it in. It was a lot of famine content.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
Once again, no comment. I don't know enough about the subject, but I think
Wow, what a refreshing take on something.
Oh my God, I know everything about the Irish family.
No,
Do you have any
incorrect.
questions?
I
Incorrect.
actually don't. There's certain things where I think, you know what, that's not for me. It's not for me to know. It's not for
I
me to know. It's
respect
not for me
And
to
the
comment
same
on.
thing with
I
Pearl
respect
Harbor.
Yeah,
Like
you
I
know
get
what?
it was in Hawaii, and that's it.
And that's all you need.
Yeah.
And you know what? The implications and what happened after,
The film.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. It's good.
Kate Beckinsale.
Oh
She's
God,
very
she's
talented.
so fit.
Beautiful.
She's so
And Cuba
fit.
Gooding
To this
Jr.
day. To this day. Very
She
beautiful.
is. She's so beautiful. I don't know what levers and pulley system she's using, but it is
Whatever
working.
she and Lily Allen are doing, I would like to do that.
Yes. Oh my God, I saw Lily Allen in the
I think
flesh.
it's
I was
neck.
on a run. I was on a run in where I live. I was just about to say my address again. Got to stop doing that.
Yeah.
And I was running. I looked like shit. I was like dying along. And then Lily Allen was just there on the canal with me, and I was like open mouthed, just obviously breathing very deeply, just staring. And she
Yeah.
looked so concerned for me and of
But
me.
still beautiful.
Oh my God, she was exquisite. She looks like that in real life. She's so beautiful.
Well, she came out. I went to Glastonbury, and she came out for Olivia Rodrigo, and they look the same age. They look
What
the same
the fuck?
age.
What the fuck?
So I don't know what she's doing, but I want to do that.
I've been told it's neck.
Neck.
What does that
That's what
mean?
like neck shows the age and everyone messes around with their face. But like Meryl
Neck?
Streep's just done neck.
Wow.
Meryl's done neck. How do you know?
I've watched an interview with her
Sources.
after someone told me she did her neck.
And it looks
She's
like
done her
she's
neck.
done her
Oh
neck.
my God.
I got Botox right before I came. Just a tiny bit, just in the forehead.
I love a bit of
forehead,
Botox.
just a little bit.
I
just
love a bit of
Catherine
Botox.
does forehead.
I think it's fine and it's okay. And women are beautiful.
You do whatever you want with
I
your
think
body.
both
It's
are
chill.
fine. I also think like it's fine to not, but I will be honest, much more confident when I have it, which is probably pathetic. But
But it's whatever. You know, I'm more confident when I've got a muffin in my bag. Like everyone has their own
Yes,
thing.
I love that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
think
that's
that's
probably
cool.
true of me too. Can I have both? Can both
Do you
be
feel
true?
more confident with
Yeah.
food in your bag?
Yes.
Yeah. It's just weird.
I just feel safer.
Yeah.
Safer. That's what
Less
it is.
like a
never know.
maniac.
You never know what's
Andrew,
gonna
we need to
happen.
do a problem.
Oh
And
my
I
gosh,
feel
yes,
like
are you
I've
happy-
tried to segue to it like 5 times, and Catherine and Mary Beth have cut me off each time. It's been fucking bullshit.
Maybe
That's-
like, 'cause
I
it's
appreciate
positive
it.
vibes only. What's
Yeah.
the problem?
Are you okay with helping us solve a listener
She's
problem?
being a bitch to me. Is no one going to jump in?
I mean, the natural order of things have finally found themselves. I'm so glad.
You can wait for your fucking coffee. See, this is why I wouldn't. Right, you know what? Welcome to the UK.
Thanks, babe.
You're welcome, babe.
Come on, let's have a listener problem. Who are we talking to?
We are talking to Elle.
Hi, Elle.
Elle says, "Hi, I'm Elle. I'm 17 and so very, very gay.
17 and very, very gay. Good for you,
I
Elle.
love that.
We love it.
I've done the gayest thing anybody can do.
Ah.
Fallen in love with my best friend."
Oh, I just got chills. I just got goosebumps.
17 and best friend. Here we fucking go.
We met a few months ago, but only really got close this past month, and we've really hit it off. And basically, it's been a whole month of pining. I think he actually likes me back. But the thing is, he got out of a long-term relationship around 3 months ago, and he's still dealing with that. I asked him to hang out next weekend, and it's our first time hanging out one-on-one. And my friends are saying it's a date, but I'm not sure. We flirt, but I don't know. It's still confusing and scary. My main question is, how do I go about making my feelings clear? I haven't been incredibly subtle, but I want to talk about it with him. I just don't want to put too much pressure on him, as he's still figuring out his own stuff with his ex-girlfriend.
Oh my God.
I know he's queer, so that's not a worry. I just don't know how to work up the courage to try and make a move, because I'm scared he won't reciprocate. Loving the pod. I've been binge listening all week and recently joined the Patreon. Always brightens my day. Thank you, Elle.
Aw,
We have a
thanks, Elle.
17-year-old patron?
Good
Yeah,
for you.
so good.
You're gonna
Thank
learn
you,
a lot.
Elle.
You're going to learn a lot.
I'm also like, is that the wrong way around? Shouldn't we be sending 17-year-olds? No, we shouldn't do that either.
No,
That's
we
bad.
should absolutely not know.
As well, there's a whole vibe in the room for all of us being like, you're 17 and you fall in with your best friend and you don't even know if it's a date. I think everyone knows that moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Like,
So sweet.
The
So sweet.
simplest thing to say is like, you have to ask, is it a date?
Yeah.
But there's no way you're going to do that because you're 17 and that's way too vulnerable. So you need to get one of your friends to find out, and inevitably he will be like,
No.
is it? I don't know, whatever.
Well, yeah, you know what? As a 17-year-old, that is a good. It is a good option because I feel like you do a lot of back channel.
Yeah,
at
yeah, yeah.
17.
Yeah.
I think watch Heartstopper first of all. 'Cause
Oh my God,
maybe
yeah.
that'll make you feel brave. But also, I feel like saying a lot of the stuff that is in that email would be good to just say to the person.
Oh, that's smart.
Do you think a 17-year-old would be able to do that? Though?
I don't know, but I feel like 17-year-olds are built different than when we were 17. There's like way more like support from the community, you know,
Yeah.
and they're the future.
They have.
Oh my God.
They have Heartstopper.
Are we allowing that to happen? Are we serious?
No,
one else is going to pick up on the.
That was obviously
and
crazy
they're the future.
American. It was crazy.
Sorry.
Like the optimism in that was.
No, start healthy communication now, I think.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But you're 17. Like, as someone who asked out people from the age of 13, like directly asked them out, it is not fucking easy. And I feel like the older you get into your teenage years, the harder it becomes because the more self-aware you are. Also, like, these things at 17, you're going to go to Costa and he's going to be there and he's going to be with someone else making out. Like, these...
Oh my God, why would you say that to this 17-year-old?
Because this is the shit that happens.
Yeah, so I'll be honest, I don't have any reference point for this because despite the fact that I was also hella gay at 17, I didn't kiss anyone until I was 19. And the idea of like approaching any of this is insane when you probably have exams to focus on.
Let go.
Are we talking about those? Are we talking about those?
Summer.
Okay, I will allow it. Thank you, Mary Beth. Good point. While we're on holidays, we can engage
Also,
with this
you
as long
can
as you've done your
retake your
reading.
GCSEs.
Nope,
It's not a
that's
big
not what I'm
deal.
saying. I'm saying as long as you've got your summer reading done, let's talk about this.
Do what I did. Don't go uni. Serve coffees to them. Okay,
Yeah.
it's
Them?
a lot easier.
Wait, I love the obsession with GCSEs because we don't have it in America, and it's just like it's such a touchstone for everyone in this country.
We don't have them in Ireland either.
GCSEs.
I don't.
Oh,
I don't know what
really?
they're talking about. Yeah.
Wow. Okay,
It's
so
just for
us
me.
against.
Exactly.
Sorry.
I mean, it didn't help her much. But the point is, GCSEs are important. I think they'd be at A-level stage. Here's the thing.
No, I can't start a rivalry with Helen on the pod.
Oh my God, please do. It makes so much sense.
don't want
It
to.
actually, in
I
many
don't want
ways,
to.
was inevitable.
I
It's
don't want
happened.
to.
Look
No,
at
I
her.
don't want to.
It's occurred. Look at her. Make eye
Look at the
contact.
size of me.
A dynamic with 3 people is hard because it's always going to be 2 against 1.
Yeah, well, Destiny's Child.
There you go.
You
Where's
think you're
Michelle
Beyonce,
now?
don't you?
I am Beyonce.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay. Mary Beth's clearly Beyonce, and I'm a Michelle if ever there was one. Thank you for
No,
having
I'm
me.
the mum who did a documentary, the True Hollywood Story of Destiny's Child, where she came up with the name of Destiny's Child by flicking through a Bible, and it landed on the
So
word
did you say the
Destiny.
mom in reference to Tina?
Tina
No.
Knowles. There we
The
go.
mom, the creator of every single costume they ever wore.
Really?
She hand-stitched the Survivor costumes. What are we talking about? The mom. She's the star.
Okay, fair play to Tina. Maybe this is something Elle could do, is just like have kids really early.
Tina's the
and just
perfect
focus
example
on
of the
their
fact that even the
costumes.
best women will be cheated on by scummy men.
She was cheated on?
Yeah, is no one following the backstory? Am I wrong?
I have heard that, yeah.
Not her. Oh, wow. I thought you guys were raised in the 90s. This is insane. Back to
I
Elle.
was.
so much to know.
Back to Elle.
Back to Elle.
Look, I think you should just go and vibe it.
I agree.
No.
I don't think
Absolutely awful.
No, because I actually think that when you make a 17-year-old assess what's actually happening out loud in the daytime, then they will shut down. He's just going to be like, no, stop it. Sorry, no. What? Why would you? Because it sounds like you're not sure, and they want to assume that you are.
But
Because
vibing, it means you're going to go on 5 dates where the other person isn't sure if it's
No,
a date
I don't
either.
think you should vibe it for 5 dates. I think
No.
you should vibe it for 1 date, and then maybe at the end of that date or leading into the next hang, you can have like an honest conversation. Because also it's like hanging out with someone one-on-one might make you feel differently, or there might just be like a different dynamic. So,
oh, you think that Elle might get there and be like, actually not into it?
well, or maybe it's just like, I don't know, maybe it's just like so palpably friend vibes. Because I think the other thing is like if the person's only been single for 3 months, you can just sort of like see where they're at. Because they might not be ready.
Teenage
I was
3
going to say
months,
3
though.
months is years as a teenager.
I know-
He's
well,
good. He's
yeah,
good.
I don't think he like, maybe he doesn't need time to process, but maybe he's just like, oh, being in a relationship is a drag. You never know.
Yeah,
if
that's
you're
fair.
in England, though, I feel like the best thing you could do at 17 is to drop out of all your current AS studies courses and sign up to every single one that they're doing. So you're in
No.
all the same classes.
No.
And try that being their tactic.
Absolutely. You've got to stop calling it
So
being
just
there. You do
always-
mean
No,
stalking.
being there is such a thing.
Being there is a thing.
What? Why
Yeah.
are you encouraging
I'm
it?
not saying I agree with
it.
like 2 years, just
I'm not
make
saying
up
I
outside
agree
the
with
house.
it.
This from a woman who's
What
at the
I'm-
Edinburgh Fringe when she lives in New York.
No,
Oh, I see what you're up
being
to.
there- No. Listen, when I have noticed this, in a lot of relationships. When a boy and a girl start dating, it's because the girl is simply following him around.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I think it's healthy or good, but I have seen relationships start that way and lead to
end that way.
marriage,
Yeah.
and then it get
How did you get together with your boyfriend?
Being
Mine.
there.
Being there.
Well, he DM'd me on Instagram.
And then you just moved to the UK?
No, he came to America first.
Okay.
I was very, we did things above board. It wasn't a being there situation. But I'm just saying I've observed that many times.
All I'm saying is that's an option. Like, if you think you know what you want to do as a career, you don't. So drop out of everything, sign up for what they're doing.
Absolutely
and
do
just
not
be there
do that,
100% of times.
Could they maybe move to a different country, Helen? I don't
That's
know.
always my advice, move country.
Interesting.
For the drama and
If
attention.
Helen is rejected, she will move to a different country.
Look, I think what you're doing is very cinematic.
Thank you. Thank you. It fucking is. It really is. Yeah. Like, I don't speak the language, but then I have to learn it.
Yeah, no, it's like, I think people should be making more decisions just based on, like, is it cinematic or not?
What would look good in the book?
Yeah, a book or even the film.
The film.
Oh my God.
She gets it. You know what? We've really had a turnaround.
Yeah, wait, maybe it's...
Maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I'm the problem.
No,
I think
it's
it's
okay to have different opinions.
That's
What podcasts are all about.
That's what we're
Different
learning.
opinions.
Should we
That's
just
what
say
we're
good
learning.
luck to Elle and please let us know how the vibing out goes, because I feel like that's the one you're going to go for.
Sorry, you actually think it's better if they like meet up for a negotiation on what it is beforehand?
No, I think send a friend in.
Oh, okay. But what if their friends are like you?
Good people.
No, good people who mean well, a little abrupt, shall we say.
But we'll get the answer.
For example, I adore you, Helen, but if I fancied somebody, I would not send you to find out if they fancied me.
Why?
For fear that you would terrify them out of having anything to do with me. You understand?
That's interesting.
You know what I'm saying?
Now that's cinematic.
Right?
The thing is, I do understand what you're saying. I do understand what you're saying, because it would be like, I'd grab their hair and like pull them back and be like, you want to fuck it? Do you want to fuck it?
Yeah.
Do you want to fuck it?
Yeah. Because it's game. It's game. Refer to it as it, make it an object, because fucking people love objectifying things.
Yeah. Well, that's true. And I do it all the time. One thing I will say to Elle is that if you're so young, 17, in a not patronizing way. So if this doesn't work out, you have a long life of love ahead of you.
Or not.
Also, yes.
Or not. I haven't had a relationship and I'm 31, so like you could also just be incredibly
unpack
lonely.
that.
I know, right?
We don't have time.
We actually have plenty of time. We've got half an
You used
hour.
to date someone who lives here, so you have had relationships.
Dated.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's a relationship. That's also part of the problem. I refuse to call things relationships because then it feels too real.
Do you want to have a relationship?
I don't know.
Yeah, see, I think that's, you talk about not ever having had a boyfriend, but as if it happened to you. But I think maybe you don't want one.
Should we just go right now?
Look, the truth is, I mean, I unpack this a bit on stage at the moment, and I feel like we've discussed it on the podcast before, but I will only fancy them if they really think I'm disgusting, so then I can be the victim and get rejected.
Do you fancy me?
I used to.
Are you,
I have
well, I
warmed
don't want to
to you.
out anyone on the pod. Are you, what's
Aries.
No. What's your...
Oh, I'm straight as fuck.
She's the straightest person you've ever met.
That's so interesting.
Ever.
It's so interesting to meet straight women in this day and age. I think it's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Thank you for saying it's exciting to meet me.
No, yeah, of course. Well, I was excited to meet you just before I even knew that, so now it's even just more
Bucking
exciting.
the trend.
But I think that's so interesting. Yeah, guys are, they're there.
Their company is tricky.
Yeah. Well, everything, yeah.
So like for my first formative years, you know what? We're going over old ground. For the first formative years of my life, I would only ever be attracted to gay men. And I feel like I got stuck in that for so long because their chat is so much better.
Well, there's a lot of guys these days who present as gay.
I know.
And they're dating women.
Yeah, but they don't want to lick me out still.
Well, you don't know that. What? Have you met all of them?
I'd say a good percentage. Because my mum told me when I was younger that the best sex she ever had was with a gay man. So then it was very much
That's
in
a
my
terrible
head.
lesson.
I know.
But that, well,
This
yeah.
coming from the woman who also slept with one of the teachers from Grange Hill and one of the guys from the Mr. Muscle advert.
Wow, she's been around.
My mum's
That's
had a good
impressive.
time.
Can I just tell you that yesterday a woman left my show, you will recall this, and stopped in the middle of my queue and kind of drew me into her and said, I'm 65 and I want you to know that I'm having the best sex of my life.
Was it my mum?
I'm finally fucking 30-year-olds.
Was she fit?
Yeah, she didn't. Yeah, for 60, I thought, yeah. And also her energy was confident. So
Did
it's
you go
very
for it?
confusing. My point is that it gave me hope and fear and concern for the boys.
Where are you at right now?
I'm 34.
But where I meant relationship wise.
Nowhere. I'm nowhere relationship wise.
No, I'd say relationship wise, you've had like 2 very significant relationships in the last like.
Oh, sorry.
8
In
years.
terms
Well,
of
I
my,
knew that. I meant like
in
current
terms of my
status.
personal assessment, I'm like very codependent and trying to learn to not do that.
Okay.
So I'm trying to learn to be alone.
Okay. How's that?
Horrible.
It's
I feel
hard.
very uncomfortable and I don't like it. Who am I supposed to spend my money on? It's
Yourself,
very...
babe.
What?
Yourself.
I'm Catholic. Behave yourself.
No, buy
Jesus,
stuff for
horrible.
yourself.
No,
No,
what
it's
would I
the
buy? I don't
best.
deserve anything. That's hideous.
Me things in the way.
I am. I'm treating you like my wife. I'm just like
I'm absolutely thriving.
overly gifting my friends because I'm like, what am I supposed to do with the disposable cash? It's hideous.
Wait, but there's so many hot people in London, though. Are you out there? Are you dating?
I think that the challenge is I don't think I'm hot, and therefore I know it's boring. I know
No,
it's boring.
not boring.
It's a
not
very
boring.
boring
I'm
narrative.
trying to
We're
think
all
of like how
bored.
we get you there to realize how like
Look, I
truly
envy Helen's
fuckable you
confidence
are.
more than I can say.
But you're
Like,
so confident.
I'm confident in my profession, but like, and in my opinions, but not necessarily in my body.
But I think
or
that
vibe.
translates.
Helen walks into a room and is like, I assume everyone will want to fuck me, and she's right. And I wish I had that energy.
I've got
I'm
really
more
big
like,
breasts. Do you want to touch?
Can I?
Yeah, of
Is that
course.
okay? This is
I-
oh my God.
I know the weight is
The
so
weight.
reassuring. Isn't it really reassuring? It's like a weighted blanket for your
Oh my
hands.
God, this is crazy. See, I
Thank
just want,
you.
You heard in my show. I just want for a few days.
Yeah.
I just want to have massive jugs.
Aren't they incredible?
I can't.
Aren't
I
they
mean,
incredible?
This is really something.
You
Thank
don't have
you.
to consent to this, but just so you know, Helen's superpower is the ability to measure any woman's bra size by touch.
Okay, I mean, I don't. There's not much to measure, but you're welcome to try.
Do you,
Really?
Helen?
Yeah,
What did we
yeah.
learn from before?
Do you consent?
I consent.
Oh my god.
Isn't it teeny
They're
weeny?
really lush. They're such fun titties.
No, they're
also, I
so
have seen them
tiny.
completely.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's like I didn't need to touch particularly. But
so
you're a
small.
28 AA.
Wow. Yeah.
Is she good? Is she right?
I mean, I haven't
Wow.
worn a cup bra in about 5 years.
Good for
but
you.
I just
Some of us
see
don't
the
need them.
I
Me
don't see
neither.
the need.
No, I don't have them.
Sometimes though, okay, I will say bra companies need to really come together and decide what
the
a size
size.
is because it's hard. Sometimes you'll go get a fitting and then even within the same company, it'll be like a different size. And so that's tough. So sometimes I'm a 32.
No.
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 With that back.
No.
Thank you so
Oh
much
my
for
God,
coming
Mary Beth,
on.
you've been
God,
such a
it's
great
been
guest.
so lovely.
Can
What
you
a way
plug
to start the day.
Some stuff for us?
Yeah, please. So first of all, where can people come and see your show?
They can come see my show at the Pleasance upstairs
At what time?
at 8:30.
Wonderful. Are there
every
still
day.
tickets left?
There's still tickets left.
Get your tickets. It's really good. We've both seen it. We really enjoyed. Second question. You got another show.
I have Drag His Ass on
Yes.
Saturday the 20th. An amazing lineup. And it's at 11 p.m. at the Pleasance Dome.
Amazing.
Yes.
It's possibly one of my favorite nights out. It involves shaming men. It involves venerating women. It involves Mary Beth in a usually, let's be honest, very great outfit.
Thank you.
Lecturing, which is apparently something I'm really into.
Teaching
pure
is
magic.
Teaching. Teaching's
important to
important,
teach.
yes. And it's always a good night out, and you always have great lineups. And then where can people find you online?
At Mary Beth Barone. And I just want to say one thing. At the moment, I'm being gaslit into believing that my name is hard to spell. And that's based on the number of misspellings that I have seen in the media these days.
I'm so sorry to hear
I got
it.
an email forwarded from my manager, and it was requesting Mary Beth Baritone.
No.
And I just think, you know what? It's not that hard to spell.
Baritone is incredible.
It's
That
not
feels
that
like
hard to
your.
spell.
I was going to say your porn name, but it doesn't make any sense.
No, it's just Barone.
That would be Mary Beth Bone.
Yeah. You know what? Spell it however you want. But if you want to find me on social media,
I like
Mary Beth
baritone.
Barone.
I do. I'm sorry.
I know.
I've got a tricky surname to spell.
Bauer.
Yeah, I think
No.
it's so easy. It's on right.
Isn't it Bauer?
Walk through the courtyard, look at the board, and it's always wrong. Apart from the day they got my surname right, and they put Hellen.
No. Oh, I kind of love that for you, though. That makes more sense.
But those boards are always wrong. They keep listing Anya Magliano as Anna Magliano.
Yeah, I know. It's so
Yeah.
mad, isn't it? I
It's
mean,
just,
not that it matters.
it doesn't matter, but I think there is like a little ding when it's like, oh, they couldn't just like get it right.
Well, thank you, Mary Beth Baritone, for coming on. Yay!